PM, Joe Ageo will be speaking with the politicians. Remember, it's the people. We're done with the pundits, and now it's on to the politicians. And Joe Ageo joins me now from our summit studios here at the KTN News Center for more on this discussion. So, Joe, politics of Unga really is, Unga is really a political issue, is it not?
Thank you very much, Yvonne. Yes, indeed, we will be speaking to the people who will be on the ballot, if you like, the politicians. And the questions we are asking, are these people really concerned about us, or are we mere pawns in the political game, in this politics of ugali, as some people have called it? So we'll be speaking to two politicians. One of them is Beatrice Elachi, nominated senator, but she's also been trying to push through a food security bill in Parliament for the last 3 years. Why hasn't it passed? She'll be able to tell us that. Also, Moses Kajwang, a senator as well, will be talking to us about what that alternative platform NASA will be running on in fixing this food problem, if indeed they are given the mandate on August 7th. So August 8th, I beg your pardon. So it's going to be an interesting conversation here, picking on from where we left it, the people, the pundits, and now the politicians, Yvonne.
All right, we'll definitely come back to you in just under half an hour from now for that discussion. We'll be speaking to the politicians. Where is that food security bill anyway, and why has it taken quite a bit of time? And who between the two offers a solution, a master plan for food security in this country? But let's continue to talk about that issue of food security. See, our reporter Sharon Momanyi has just returned from the Western region, where she spoke to some of the residents of Busia and Bungoma on how they're coping with the high cost of living.
The countdown to the general election continues, and today we are at the border town of Busia, and right behind me actually is the border of Kenya and Uganda, and we see a number of residents here crossing over to get basic commodities which are cheaper on the other side of the border, and it is one of the concerns that they have even as they look forward to vote come August 8th.
Maisha imekuwa ngumu, nimeona kufanyia watu ni heri nijitafutia yangu. Sasa kama omena, sisi huko tunachukua na 130. Sasa vile saa hii imeshuka tutauza na 150 ama 170 hapo.
Just meters from the border, Mama Caro, as she's fondly referred to here, sells fruits which she gets from Uganda to truck drivers and motorists plying the route.
Hapa tunafukuzwa kila wakati. Kichwa ngumu ndio sababu tunakaa hapa. Tutafutilie watoto.
Biashara yako ndio imesaidia?
Biashara yangu ndio inanisaidia kwa barabara.
It is with this business that she has raised her children and grandchildren, she says. But at this moment, her business is anything but sweet.
Sukari iko juu. Mama siosho nitafanya mna gani? Watoto hatima sisi tu wanahangaika.
The pinch of the high cost of living is also felt in the neighboring county of Bungoma. Many Kenyans are being forced to cut down on essentials to survive.
Machukumu kama sisi bodaboda imepanda, unapeleka abiria analia sana. Nakwambia sukari pesa anakupatia mahali penye anatakana alipe 50 anataka kupatia 24.
Maisha ni ngumu. Pesa hakuna, kazi ni ngumu. Sasa hii hata tukienda supermarket sipati unga. Sukari imepanda. Maisha imekuwa ngumu kabisa.
Inflation, a weakening shilling, and a slow growth in wages is increasingly eroding Kenyans' purchasing power.
Mimi ni mwendeshaji wa bodaboda, lakini haswa maisha imekaa ngumu kwa kila, sio tu kwa boda peke yao, lakini maisha kwa jumla, serikali iingilie niokoe watu.
So dire is this situation in Kenya as a survey released recently by Twaweza East Africa says that 4 out of 10 citizens have in the last 3 months gone without food due to lack of money. Sharon Momanyi, KTN News, Bungoma County.
And even as the Jubilee administration continues putting both temporary and permanent steps to ensure that they rein in on the soaring food prices, which have also raised the cost of living, the challenge has already provided good campaign fodder for the opposition ahead of the August 8th election. While taking advantage of the public discontent due to the high cost of living, the opposition has been hitting the government hard, arguing that the Jubilee regime does not deserve a second term in office due to lack of proper planning and creating a crisis for their own monetary gain. Our senior political affairs reporter Chris Thairu interrogates how the high cost of living has become a political issue that might just be one of the determining factors ahead of the August poll.
For months now, Kenyans have been grappling with the high cost of living that continues to pinch deeper into the pockets of the common mwananchi. The price of 2 kg packet of unga recently retailing at 170 shillings before the government intervened and subsidized the price down to 90 shillings. But despite the intervention, that has also waived duties on milk and sugar for a period of 90 days as a temporary measure, the prices of other essential commodities still remain high, including the rising prices of fuel. The challenges proved good ammunition for the opposition NASA, led by their presidential flag bearer Raila Odinga, who will take on incumbent President Uhuru Kenyatta in the August 8th elections.
Mpaka saa ile imekwisha ndio wanaamka. Onga ile hakuna. Tunaenda Mexico.
Hata wajui kuweka fertilizer, bei yake imezorota. Wanaleta fertilizer bovu kwa sababu ya hali ya ufisadi.
Tutanganya ati on Wednesday wanaenda Mexico kuleta ugali. Baada ya siku moja wanasema imefika.
But the government has been quick to caution the opposition against capitalizing on the high cost of living.
Unga is affordable again to the ordinary Kenyan, and no matter the amount of debate or the amount of inquisition, there is likely nothing that can be done to change that fact that 2 kilograms of unga cost 90 shillings.
However, experts and policymakers of food security in the country insist that it is high time for the issue of food security is delinked from politicians.
The policy issues that we have in the country are some of the best. The countries in the region and even far are using our policies. We have a problem in the implementation stage. And this is where maybe the politicians are capitalizing on. So we come up with the strategies, and those strategies, we leave them to the politicians to guide us on how to implement them.
According to some policymakers, the government is also to blame for the crisis due to lack of effective coordination between the different agencies in government that are tasked to deal with food insecurity in the country.
Garama Kuraru project was a very good initiative. And one way that we shall be able to get out of where we are is to be able to utilize our water resources effectively. Now we are in the long rains, and within a few days or a few months, the rains will be over. You will be surprised that within a week, we'll be complaining that we don't have water.
Given that the measures that the government has taken are just temporary, it still faces the challenge of ensuring that the long-term measures are implemented and that the country is food secure heading into the future. Chris Thairu, KTN News.
All right, here's some good news. Radio Maisha, one of the fastest growing radio stations in Kenya, owned by the Standard Group, today celebrated its 7th birthday since its inception. The station is now rated as second nationally. Among those who attended the celebrations were Standard Group CEO Sam Shillay, Radio Maisha presenters and other departmental heads. Addressing Radio Maisha staff, Shillay commended them for their hard work and said the company would open an English station next year. Radio Maisha is a Swahili-driven radio station.
Radio Maisha's biggest strength is teamwork, and that is what has brought us thus far. But I'll be remiss if I didn't mention the support, tremendous support that we've gotten from the management ever since we started after the relaunch. There's been a presence of support throughout, from Joe Munene to the CEO, to the head of marketing, and the COO. And we encourage that support to continue as we endeavor to get to the market leadership position, which I'm very sure we will be occupying very soon.
I want us to celebrate this success, and as we celebrate, let us know that we are a team of winners. Okay. Now, so the work you do helps our business. It has profiled us correctly. Through Radio Maisha, I think we reach more audience than any of our other media platforms, because obviously radio is everybody. Radio is a wider reach. The impact that you have on our business is massive, and the impact that you have on the audiences in this country is massive. So you do a good job, and I'm very, very pleased with your work. I salute you, I congratulate you, I urge you to go on winning.